All right, everybody, it's Refrigerator again with Trap House Custom, trying something different. Found out that I could do a record, so now you can see me shooting and see my targets. That's hopefully what we're gonna, experiment here today. But, besides all that, man, I'm super excited, y'all. It's official. I got my first free firearm, right? So I want to shout out to SDS Arms for this Tisas Night Stalker, man. If y'all been following my channel, y'all know I really fell in love with that Night Stalker a while back. So, hey, just show you that, you put in the hard work and you follow your dreams, you can make it happen. All right, so make sure it's clear and unloaded for all you YouTubers. See that? Night Stalker. Alright, so this finna be, first few rounds here. I mean, I did, field stripping and lube it a little bit, you know what I mean? But, I just feel like with the 2011 platforms, from what I've been kind of following along so far, that, they really do need to be lubed a little bit, you know what I mean? Tolerances can be kind of tight sometimes. This is not necessarily a hand-fitted one, but I felt like, a little lube couldn't really hurt on those rails. So, shout out again to the Gun Food. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be using mostly his ammo today. So, after the day, man, you might be hearing from me real soon. So, let's see here, you guys. And I know y'all hate watching me load this ammo, so you really can't even see it. But, yeah, this Night Stalker is a full-size, what's called a 2011 or a Double Stack 1911. It's an all-metal gun. I think with polymer grips. It's got some lightning cuts in the slide. It is optic ready. It does have a Picatinny underneath the bottom there. So I would consider this a very modern style 1911, 2011. And the times that I've shot it before at the different events where, I was hanging out with Jared. Shout out to Jared. And I've always loved to shoot it. So now I have one of my own. 17 rounds here of 9mm at about 7 yards. All right, that was 17 rounds. Let's see. All right, y'all can see that up close. Yeah, I mean, that's not bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, well, that's some kind of double, triple penetration right there. That's probably a double hit right there. So yeah, man, I think that's not bad at all. Slow down a little bit and see if we can really dial it in. So, brought quite a few different types of ammo out today. It's all mostly 9mm. Well, it is all 9mm. This what I'm shooting right here is 124 grain. And it's shooting fairly soft, I would say. Like, I mean, this is a big gun, so metal frame, metal slide. Feels fairly well balanced. But you know, to me, I like it. I already knew I liked it, so didn't have to really worry here. All right, let's get this thing back out to about 7 yards. Can we zoom? Can't zoom in this mode. Okay. But it's all right. You still see that target pretty good. All right. If you can't see the target that well, let me know in the comments, and the next time we'll try a different angle. All right, let me work on this grip a little bit. So this is totally different, see, from some of my other firearms that I have, you know, where it's smooth in this area. So just trying to figure out my thumb placement and like how it's gonna fit. There we go. Put that strong hand over the top of that safety. All right, that was a little before I expected it, but okay, smacked in the forehead with that hot round. All right, forgot to bring my hat, but whew, let's see here. I mean, I might be aiming a little too high, maybe I need to adjust my sight picture, you know, something like this. So right now I'm shooting like this. Well, no, like this. I'm putting this dot, you know, trying to keep this dot right on the center of the target. So maybe I need to come like this. I don't know if that would help what I'm seeing here. All right, so you see, seem to be hitting, you know, kind of high, but then at the same time, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's my error and not being able to. Maybe I need to slow down even more. So, wrong way. So let's go back to 7 yards. Now what I did forget to do was put on the jams. Turn that down just a little bit. Just so y'all see. got that going. Alright, so it came with 2 magazines. 2 magazines. So this is the one I've been using. I'm gonna swap it up. Try this other magazine. But I mean, as far as out the box reliability, we haven't had any issues. First 50. Coming up on the first 50. And these look like Tisas magazines. Yeah, it's a Tisas magazine. I wonder how this is gonna turn out, man. Like, I really like this dual camera mode. Maybe my camera placement might be something I need to work on. Let's see that again. Oh, hold on. Yeah, I don't know about that. I'm ready to go. All right, since I'm gonna be stepping so far back, I just needed to sweep up a little bit. All right, come on. All right, y'all. Let's check this target. Getting a little warmer here, is it me? Oh yeah. I can see one way low down here in the left. Yeah, y'all see that one. I ain't proud of that one. But I think I'm dialing her in though. Yeah. Let's go. That was the first 50. All right, so next 50 is gonna be from a brand that I don't really want to mention on camera here because I had a lot of problems with it. But matter of fact, little buddy said we can't shoot this in none of her guns. But ended up with a bunch of it. So let's either throw it away or try to run it. One thing about it, it has kind of proven to be a good malfunction drill. Whew. All right. So I'm just trying to focus on, you know, my basic on 15. Okay. All right. So yeah, I'm just trying to focus on the basics, you know, grip, stance, you know, trigger squeeze. Trying to be a nice slow trigger squeeze. But you know what I mean? It can be difficult sometimes to try to shoot your best. You know, like I don't think this is bad. I feel like the average person that comes to the range, target's not really looking like this. But, you know, I just want to strive to constantly get better. Matter of fact, what I think I'm going to do after this next 50 is hook up the Mantis. I think that'll really show for sure. Because hopefully, you know what I'm saying, I can go on and blow a big hole in this target so it's not really usable anymore. It's 7 yards. All right, y'all, let's see. Already. Already, like. That's wild. I don't know if I should even shoot it. Fuck it. All right. All right. Yeah, I got tired and just tried to get him up out of there. Because I am working up a little sweat in here. But it's all good. Spirit. That's how you know I'm really working. It definitely spread out. But I feel like this next few rounds are probably going and bust that thing out. So I'm shooting a little to the left, you know, clearly. But it's all good. You know, outside of this one flyer, you know, I may be... No, I'm outside of that, they all in the 7 ring, you know. I don't think that's crazy bad. You know, at 7 yards, I don't think that's bad at all. But, you know, I'm having fun for sure. Like, I'm so excited that I got this opportunity. You know, I want to thank, you know, my family, my friends, all of my 500-ish subscribers, you know, for following my journey so far. You know, Strap House Customs, we here just to, you know, yeah, eventually we want to be able to make money helping people with their guns. But, you know, at this point, the mission is just, you know, to be a reliable source of 2A, specifically gunsmithing and firearm safety knowledge here in the Atlanta area. So, you know, I want to thank God for giving me the vision of Strap House Customs. And I want to, You know, I ask that he continue to guide my steps and block the haters. There's been some, it's been a few, but it's all good. Amen. Again, man, this, I don't know why this ammo is causing these, like that shit would seem like that was a lot. I really would like to have a gas pedal. I feel like that's the one thing that I'm missing. Yeah, I think that's really what I'm missing. The only thing I'm missing, man, is some kind of gas pedal. Oh, well, that might be why that was so loud. But yeah, so, you know, gas pedal would definitely, either gas pedal or some kind of stippling, you know, like right in here in this area, right here, you know, give me something to kind of, you know, the last few guns that I really shot a lot with was my Springfield Echelon and the G19 I got from Tactical Life. And so both of those frames have either stippling or just a little bit of a ledge so that you can kind of, you know, get a good purchase for that thumb. Like you really get a little area to kind of focus that grip on. But, you know, with this one, it's not. But, you know, that would be really, you know, a problem with any 1911, 2011 that didn't have a gas pedal. So that's probably going to be one of the first modifications I think I'm going to make, man. But that's 100 rounds, you know, so far. So you know, we'll keep going. We're gonna stay with the tricky ammo. And you know what? I'm gonna take a break, man. I'm gonna go get me some water. And yeah, man. 100 rounds. I don't think that's bad for 100 rounds, right? Like, we really right in there, you know what I mean? Like, bam. That's in there. So, you know, my total grouping wasn't great. You know, got this one here way off. This one down here way off. You know, that's older tape. Yeah, these are all old. But yeah, so just right in here is pretty good. You know, and I definitely for sure had a couple that, you know, I know kind of got away with me. Or got away from me, you know what I mean? Where, you know, this 1911, 2011 triggers is totally different from the striker fire. So, you know, this particular, let's see, can I show y'all the, all right, that's it. And I'm sure it's a way to dial that out. But then here, don't take a lot of pressure at all. All right, y'all saw the reset. So yeah, I mean, you know, I'm really, you know, enjoying this range day, this range outing, man. Shooting this Tisas Night Stalker, y'all. I'm gonna take a little break. I'll be back. All right, y'all. So apparently I had forgot to hit record. So 20 rounds here. Yeah, that's 20 rounds at 3 yards. All right, y'all. I'm back. How many rounds? I got the last of the third set of 50, so we're coming up on 150 rounds downrange through my Night Stalker. All right. So far, I'm really enjoying it, man. I've only had, I say, a handful of malfunctions, and we're gonna use our Mantis, but the battery's dead. So, scratch that idea. But yeah, y'all. So look, came in a hard case, which is cool. It looked like it's probably TSA approved case. If it is, it doesn't really leave any room for any ammunition. But, you know, pretty cool little case, you know what I'm saying? Little stuff like that, you know, to me adds to the value of, you know, of your firearms. But yeah, so we got another 30 rounds loaded up. We're at not quite 7 yards, not quite 3 yards, maybe 5 to 6 yards. Let's see here, we get us good in that frame. All right, let's go here. That damn trigger light as hell, y'all. Yeah, that trigger, man. This trigger, man, it's gonna take a little getting used to. I mean, it's super light, right? Like, I mean, you know, it's not the lightest trigger I've ever felt. But, you know, once you take up the slack on it, you know, it's right there. You know, and with that reset, man, if you don't come off that reset, you know, it's definitely you're gonna be able to tell. And that's what I'm when we switch back to the good ammo, we'll see if it's still having chambering issues. Whew. There we go. Definitely looks a little bit more consistent than before. Grouping's gotten smaller. So outside of that one flyer, from where I could tell, let's zoom it on in here. From what I can tell, yeah, we all in the 8. One in the 8, everything else is in the 9. So that's definitely an improvement. Definitely an improvement, but you know, we came in closer. So you know what? Let's do the opposite, man. Double that thing. So that's like 15 yards, y'all. Alright. 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. So this is going to be our second set of 50. This set of 50 came from the gun food. That other trash did not. But luckily, other than the loading issues, chambering issues, no other issues. One thing I will say though, with that other ammo, my fingers are really dirty. I don't know if that's just from loading or if that's just from the fingers didn't get that dirty till I started messing with that janky ammo. But today it wasn't as janky as it normally is, so thank goodness for that. Let's see here. Okay. So maybe it's not the ammo. Maybe something does need oiling or greasing. Oh, was out of ammo anyway. Let's see what that's hitting on, y'all. Am I still in there? Nope. Oh no, that's the same flyer from before. Alright. So I did bust out of the 8 and I'm in more than the 7. Oh, y'all can't see that target. So yeah, y'all can see. So I'm pushing them a little bit to the left. That might be finger placement on the trigger. Man, if I had my Mantis charged up. But anyway, we're gonna keep it going. Let's stay close here. Somewhat close. Let's get us some magnums in here. Alright, so apparently that's right, because I only shot 10 at that far distance. Let's see how fast we can shoot this thing. That's pretty fast. That grouping sure opened up though. Let's try that again. Yeah, that thing is fairly fast. It's fairly fast. When you're shooting it that fast, it's not super flat. But and then little gas pedal, I think, is gonna definitely solve that problem for me. But everything is still on. Oh, nope. I got two little baby flyers down here. Down here, y'all see. But other than that, though, for a mag dump, that's not so bad. Yep. Let's go back out here. Jump in the motherfucker. Now, what I still got to figure out, I hadn't figured it out quite yet, is how to let y'all get this audio. So that was 200. Let's see how this works. Oh, okay. Can we move this over here? Okay. All right. Yeah, man, I gotta figure out how to let y'all hear the audio. But I really think the copyright would be an issue. And we got one strike, we don't need another one. So, making two-way content, man, it's kind of dangerous, kind of wild when it comes to posting the actual content. It's my chair. So, it's always something, guys and gals. But that's all right, we're gonna keep it going. All right, so this is the last few rounds of the first 200 shots. I should have put these all in one magazine. But yeah, so let's see, y'all. Let's see if these headshots at this distance. I felt I pushed it. Dead trigger. Oh, I didn't let it reset. Well, y'all, I like the way that looks, so what I got right here, oh, huh. Well, that ain't gonna work in there, not that 5.56. So, take some loosey-gooseys here. This is a mix of brass and steel from trusted brands, different brands. Probably some Monarch, some Winchester, probably some of this two-way Patriot. Oh yeah. Gun food, I'm gonna have to holler at you, boy. I'm just feeling low over here.